I thought I might explain my new venture. For quite some time now, I've been watching Nick and Andrea from The Hills Are Alive, and what led me to their channel was we did a haul a while ago with some things we bought. Somebody said it was tat, and I looked on YouTube and they had the tat cave and they were filming stuff they were buying and they were selling, and it got me thinking maybe I could do this. And then I lost my dad, and Dad had a lot of stuff. He brought in multiples of absolutely everything, several sheds all full. Couldn't bring it all home, obviously, but did bring quite a bit home, and now I'm kind of thinking it's time to move it on. So I've been looking into setting up buying and selling, and further from Nick and Andrea, I've started watching Carla Jenkins, Bad Biscuit, George Ross. They all do buying and selling, and I think, well, they can do it, so can I. And so I am set up as a reseller now, and I have filmed a vlog of things that I've bought to sell on. I'm going to put it out there as a bit of a tester video just to see how well it's received. For anybody who's following us for the Slimming World side of things, we're still going to do that. We're not stopping, clearly not stopping doing that. There will still be what we eat in a day and recipe vlogs and so on, and somebody's at the door. But this is something else that I'd like to do alongside in a separate playlist. You're welcome to jump over to those playlists and have a look. If you don't like it, stick to the Slimming World side of things, that's fine. But it's something new that I'm just going to try. Come along with me and let's see how this goes. Right, so we're going to start with a charity shop that I did 2 or 3 days ago, whenever Abby put her CVs out for jobs. Popped in a charity shop near a couple of cafes she went into, and I picked up a comforter. This is the Snow Dog. Look, very, very soft. I think it cost me £1. I need to look into that. I'm thinking 10, maybe more on return for that. And then I picked up this Spotty Elephant one, which I didn't think much to be honest. I preferred the Snow Dog personally, but the elephant one is mother care and apparently brings in over £20, which surprised me. Just goes to show. You never know. Then as I came out of the charity shop, there was a box outside which I started rummaging in, and it turns out it was just being donated. So the staff said that if I go back 5 minutes later, I can have a look at everything, which I did, and I picked up one of these. Abby used to have these. In fact, Abby used to have quite a few of these, and I'm kind of wishing Abby kept them. Because this cost me £1, it's tested, it's working, it is a little bit faded, but it should still bring in around £30. And you can buy other ones and they link together, and a little character lives in the house and can move across to the connected ones as well. So that's Pixel Chicks. Speed Food, Strawberry. This is a Goodness Gang plush, 99p from AGK. Wasn't my best idea to pick up the strawberry. I think probably £4 if I'm lucky. So this is a learning process, and I have learnt on that one for sure. From what we've seen, these are better to sell in bundles. Individually, not so good, and certainly not as good as they used to be from what I can see. So yeah, Goodness Gang. And then I saw these little pots in a charity shop actually a couple of weeks earlier, and they were still there. It's got a little mushroom on and a bowl. Little pate dish, or pin dish, depending on what you want to use it for. I always think of food first. Right, and there was a rabbit one as well, same thing with the mushrooms. It's got some pins in from Abby's birthday decorations. So they've been used. They are made by SILEA. One of these on its own goes for £12.99. 2 of them together, not sure, but it's given me a ballpark figure to work with. So that was that day, and then a couple of days later I went down to the tip shop, which I like to go to from time to time because it is the cheapest place. And I picked up this Sony radio, which I believe is 1980s, and they actually had it playing on the side. Won't play that for too long. And so I thought, well, I can see it's working, so I picked that up for, it wouldn't have been any more than £1, and it's Sony, and we've been watching a lot of these vlogs, as I said, and Sony and Panasonic, I think is the other one, seem to go quite well. So in the same vein, Sony again. This is compact disc player. It's chunky for the compact disc player, but I think it's one of these that You get different bits, tape players, you can stack them up on top of each other. Comes with the remote. CDP XE330. Bought 2 of these. These were £4. Still need to test them. I mean, they turn on and the remote does what it should, but I've just managed to get hold of a lead, so hopefully I can link it through the telly and test that we can hear the sound. This radio, not sure on return yet, 20 to 30 from what I'm seeing already sold. This CD player, then we're looking at about 40 quid per player, so that's not a bad return at all. Okay, so to today, just been round a car boot sale, bank holiday weekend, heaving. Was actually going to do the car boot sale, but a bit too tired for all of that, so we just had a look round. I picked up one of these. Derek Fowler, I believe. One of them has a label on the bottom and they all look the same style and came from the same person. It's got little rabbits inside and it's a night light. It's been rewired. I have tested it, it does work. I paid what I thought was quite a bit actually. I got 2 and I paid £15 for the 2 and I'll show you the other one in a minute. Don't know how much this one's going to get me. Haven't found it yet. The other one, however, it's called Woodland Cottage. I just think they're really lovely in a kind of kitschy way. That one's got little animals in as well. Woodland Cottage, it's a little mushroom, little chimney. Rewired again, works perfectly well. So it's £15 for the 2 and we have seen them go for about 60 quid just for this kind of one. The other one, not so sure yet, but I don't think it's going to be a loss. And the light will come through the back as well. So the next thing I bought is called Magic Shot. It's a game. It's in its box. You can hear the balls rolling around inside. It's magnetic. Everything is in there. And you have to shoot at the targets. We're going to get it out and test it later, which I think Abby will probably enjoy helping me with. I paid £5 for this and something else from the same person. And this on its own, it's going for around £30. So that's a good return as well. So the other thing I got from the same person was, do you recognise this? Cindy. She has a jointed body, so that twists around. Bendy legs, bendy arms. She comes with a dress, underwear, and what she's wearing now. I think she's probably earlier the 1980s. Her hair is in a bit of a state and I need to sort that out, which is doable, and clean her up a bit because the prices really vary depending on condition, and as is, well, she needs a bit sorting out really, doesn't she? So a little project for me. So researching this, the prices range massively from £20 right up into triple figures. I need to do more research. I obviously need to do a lot of cleaning up. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with her, whether I'm going to put her on buy it now or more likely auction and see where she ends up because the prices vary so much. Either way, it's not a loss because yeah, these two things together cost me £5. Just on a mat, something from my childhood. Beautiful? Ugly? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Did you collect them? Trolls. I haven't actually looked this one up yet. I'm guessing between the 10 to 15 mark. But as I bought that, the guy who owned the store said, "Oh, do you like trolls?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, so we've got one in the van we haven't brought out yet." Look at the size of this. It's filthy. He needs, I mean, we used to bath them as kids. He needs a good wash. But he was £2. This one was 50p. This one is 15 inches tall and, well, you can see it's massive. I can't find any that have sold. Prices, I'm not sure where to put them at yet. I'll have to do more research on this as well. But again, either way, definitely not a loss. While going around, I'm also on the hunt for books to make up bundles. Stephen King, The Tommyknockers. I'm reading Stephen King at the moment, but as I've finished with them, I'm putting them into a bundle. So for now, that will go into my to-read pile. It will end up in a bundle. Then I came across, again, Memories, Mega Mog books. There were 4 of them, 20p each. If you get a bundle of those, they do have a good return. 15-ish pounds worth. For I would need probably 8 or 9 at least before I even put them up. So they will go into a box to add to. Doctor's Use. Always on the hunt for Doctor's Use. Again, bundles you can get money for on eBay. Snoopy. Love Snoopy. I'm not selling Snoopy. He's going to stay with me. But I thought I'd show him anyway. He was £1 and he's another biggie. But I do like Snoopy items, but this one is staying with me, but he needs a clean. So he's going to be cleaned up. Then I came across a camera. This was from like a house clearance person with a van. Olympus is the bag. Inside it's an Olympus Trip AF Mini. I'm going to buy a film to put in this to test it. And I'm actually really looking forward to going to the shop with the camera and getting a film developed, because how long has it been since we've all done that? And then if it is working, I should be able to get £40 to £50, but definitely going to be using it first. Bit of Cath Kidston. Cath Kidston salt and pepper shakers. I'll just get them out to show you because you couldn't see properly just then. Hedgehogs. Woodland creatures. Love the woodland creature themes that has been going around. Hedgehogs. Salt and pepper. Cost £4. 12 to 15 return. Not the best return, but I like them, and we like to buy things that we like, don't we? So yeah, there they are, they're boxed. And then I've saved the best item for last. Okay, lastly are these boots. Can you see the colour, the dark red? You can just see that these are quality. I can feel that these are quality, and these are Red Wing. It says Red Wing on the sole here, just in there. Genuine leather, good tread on there. In fact, these really haven't been worn all that much. These shoes retail at £299. I paid 15, and I'm hoping to see a return that hopefully tips 3 figures. So that was a very, very good buy. They really are lovely. I hope the camera's doing them justice. So that's all the items that I got over the last few days. I hope you like that. Do let me know so that I know that I'm doing the right thing in filming the hauls. And if so, I'm hoping to do maybe 1 a week or so on the buying to resell side of things. So you may be seeing more hauls if you'd like to. Many thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. Oh. Like, come on, I can do it. Come on, ducky. Am I doing well? No. Hey, look at that, I got that one. That's a little one.